Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Queen's Park for Life. As always, I'm your host, Glenn Marshall. This week sees us bring in yesterday's man of the match performer and also fan favourite, Burgess Bookies. Matty, how you doing, man?
You good, mate? Good.
Good wee performance for yourself yesterday, mate? A few goals?
Well, yeah, it was good team performance. So boys played really well and pretty bad conditions, to be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't flash, was it?
So just to get up there, get the points and come home was pretty good, and a few goals was extra good, I suppose. But
makes the drinks taste a bit better on the bus home.
Yeah, exactly, mate, exactly.
Yeah, look, let's just start things off. How would you rate the SPL season and the Donald Gray season so far this year, mate?
Well, that sort of depends on, do you mean on like points-wise or just how the way they're playing?
I guess performance, yeah.
To be fair, I haven't seen too many games, but the main game that I really seen was the Mosgiel game down here, and I think they put out a good performance. You know, and we're unlucky. The game could have definitely gone either way. So they're putting out performances like that, even though they haven't got getting the results at the moment. But a draw yesterday, so that
useful draw.
That helps the cause, and big home game this week against Green Island. So hopefully they can start to put a few wins together, or you know.
The next 2 weeks will be interesting, actually, won't it? Because we're playing Green Island's second team and then their first team in the Chatham Cup the week after.
It will be interesting. It'll be very interesting. So, I think performance-wise, I think they're doing really well, and the coaching's good in that. But we need to get over the line and get a few results and start pushing our way up the table, I think.
Yeah, I agree. What about Donald Gray team? You've seen obviously most of those games.
Yeah, I've seen most of Donald Gray. I think we're putting ourselves in a good position to. For the honours, you know. I think to be fair, we're getting better and better every week, as a team should work, I guess, with all the combinations working and losing players to SPL. And
it is tricky. It's almost a different team every week, isn't it? Which makes it tricky. But
I think Dion's doing a good job, so it's good to have a fresh person coaching and fresh ideas, and he's quite enthusiastic, so it sort of rubs off on the players, and I think we're shaping up for a good season.
So how old are you now, mate? 42?
I think I'm actually 41.
41, sorry, mate. Sold you short there.
No, it's all right. I'd probably rather be 41, to be fair.
Yeah, true. What motivation do you have to sort of keep playing into your 40s? You're still performing well. For you to say what motivates me, I probably can't tell you what motivates me, because I don't really know sometimes. But I just feel if I can run around the paddock and still be good enough to play and contribute to the team, why not? You know. Yep. Oh, fair enough.
When I feel I can't do it anymore, I'll just come and
hang the boots up.
Yeah, hang the boots up and come down and watch, I guess.
And you've got a bloody hernia as well, haven't you? Just running around with that.
Yeah, well, that was
big effort.
That was I was in a bit of trouble 5 minutes before the game yesterday, to be fair, trying to get it back in, but popped in all right, so I was away again. But yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah. What are sort of the biggest changes you've noticed in the Donald Gray squad from last year to this year? Whether that's personnel or attitude.
I just think like Dion coaching. Like last year, we were pretty much. I was sort of running the team, but we didn't really have a coach sort of scenario.
Corey started off, didn't he? And then Paddy got sick. Corey took over. It was all but just on the day sort of stuff. So this year we've actually got he's doing a proper coaching job, and we've sort of got the same sort of players, haven't we? Yeah, similar. So
everyone should have
a few less old bodies, but.
So everyone should have the experience of last year. You know, we went down to the last game to win it last year with pretty much no organisation last year, to be fair. So now Dion's got that sorted, and he's got quite a good team environment going, I think.
I think the word organisation is probably a good one. Dion's possibly one of the most organised people I know, and he's certainly bringing that sort of to the team environment, and it seems to be rubbing off quite well.
Yep, for sure. So I think we should have a good chance of. Us and Old Boys probably the two best teams in the competition at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to roll into. Who you are the bookie, mate? Who's your pick?
Yeah, I would have thought. Well, not I would have thought. Tell you what I think is probably, Queen's Park and Old Boys will be favourites to win it from what I've seen, and then Thistle a wee bit behind.
Thistle drew with Gore yesterday, but an interesting caveat to that game, I see Jack Boland was back for Gore and was on the score sheet.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which sort of changes Gore's team dynamic quite considerably, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, he'll be their best player straight away, so.
Yeah, and we're yet to play either Gore team, so.
Yes, we haven't seen Gore yet, so I don't know what they're like, but they'll be just the same old.
Oh well, we'll move into yesterday's results. Pretty good day for the club, really. Everyone had a win except the SPL boys, who had a 2-2 draw against Wanaka in Wanaka. So not a disaster. It's a point. I'm sure in the build-up during the week, a point away at Wanaka would be one that the coaches would take. Oh,
for sure. I think as well it's the first draw
ever
for Queen's Park in the Southern League.
Yeah.
Well,
since we entered. Started last year, that's our first
won
draw.
or lost. And
we were 1-0 down in the 11th minute, and that was the score at half time. Jason scored in the 54th minute. Calum came off the bench. I think he's returning from injury off the bench, and netted himself a goal as well in the 74th minute, and then Wanaka equalised. It was only 2 or 3 minutes later. And that's how the game finished. Spoke to Corey on the phone. He said we hit the crossbar, hit the post, just couldn't get a winner. Which I guess in that position is maybe a wee bit disappointing. But look,
you probably would have taken a draw to be fair, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Points are what we need, and look, if we can pick up ones away.
Anton was out too, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. No Anton, and obviously no Paddy, no coach. Corey stepping into the role there.
Nice.
Which is fine, he's used to that. He did it all last year pretty much for
the
second half of the season. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately we are bottom of the table with Uni picking up a 1-0 win over Queenstown. They leapfrog us on 6 points.
It's crazy results in that league, isn't there?
It just seems to be different each week. There's no one carrying any real sort of form except at the top end of the table. So there's points to be had. We just got to get them. And the Donald Gray game, obviously a 10-2 win over Balclutha. You got 5 goals in the first half, mate, and an assist to give us a 6-0 bloody lead.
It's the first time we've ever been to Balclutha, so that was interesting.
Yeah, true.
The pitch was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was probably a good lead up when going into Bain Park next week.
Yeah, on the same par, isn't it?
Yeah. Grass was about 4 inches long. Still muddy.
Yeah, no, a good performance. You always want to, those sort of games, you want to get off to a good start and put them away early. So.
And I think you scored 2 minutes in. That's what Monty had written down.
Yeah, so.
And a 14-minute hat trick.
I should have brought him the match ball. Got the match ball at home there. So,
true. You should have brought it in, mate.
Should have brought it in.
I guess one of the disappointing things would be conceding two late goals.
Yeah, that would be.
2 mistakes at the back. Just led to a couple of one-on-ones. Not much Jaden could do about it.
I think I was in the shower at that stage. Using all the hot water up. So.
And Josh Smith got himself a hat-trick as well, actually. So,
Joshy boys, good to have him back in the team.
Exactly.
Adds a new vibe, doesn't he?
Yeah. Certainly brings a lot of energy, doesn't he? Look, 3 points is 3 points. That's all that matters at this stage.
Yep. Move on to another slugfest next week against Southend, but.
Yeah. The women had an emphatic 10-0 win over Gore in Gore. I can't remember the last time they put that many past Gore, to be fair. They've been strong the last few years.
Yeah,
but
Gore haven't been too bad, have they?
Yeah, but I think this year they might be a bit weaker, I think, just based on results I've seen. Van scored 4, I think. Tyler Andrews got a hat-trick as well. So, I don't know.
They sort of only used to have a couple of good players, so maybe they're not playing anymore, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. A couple of players in the Women's League makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Key players, isn't it?
So I just don't know what more to say about them, really. They just keep winning. Editors Cup Division 2 were also away to Gore. They managed to knock them over 3-2 to stay top of the table. And I think they were actually 2-0 down and then came back 3 unanswered goals to take that one.
Not a good day for Gore.
No. They'll be
Boo-hoo.
all home games for them too. And Level 1 Division 2 beat Western at Boys High 2-0 to pick up another win, so good on them.
Boys High, interesting ground.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's something to do with Ryan Marshall.
It actually felt like that the Balclutha pitch was a sort of like a high school ground.
Yeah, it was quite short, wasn't
Quite
it?
short, and like the corners were only probably 30 metres or...
Yeah, put the ball down at halfway and you're definitely thinking shots on here.
Here we go.
Yeah, righto, mate. We'll move into the challenge segment of the show. So we'll start off with the quiz. There's 5 questions here, and you get 10 seconds to answer each question, with each correct answer giving you 10 points. So we'll just rip straight into this, mate. Question number 1. Who scored for the New Zealand under-20s in their 1-0 win over Guatemala in the Under-20 World Cup this morning?
I did look at the result too. I've got no idea though.
I'm going to need an answer.
The only player I know is the guy Herdman, but I don't think it was him. To be
Okay,
fair.
no, it wasn't. It was Norman Garbett, which is Matt Garbett's younger brother.
Yeah, I did read that.
Oh, well.
Shit memory.
Question number 2. Devon Conway scored how many runs for the Chennai Super Kings in their win over Delhi in the IPL last night?
He was on about 50 when I went to bed, I think. So. We'll go...
It was more than 50.
Yeah, we'll go 88.
Oh, that's so close. It was 87. It was 87. Oh, so close. Unlucky. None from 2. Pressure's on. Question number 3. Man City were crowned champions this morning, with Arsenal going full Spursy and losing to Nottingham Forest. But Newcastle were on the verge of making the Champions League, needing, I think, just 1 more point from their last 2 games. When was the last time Newcastle were in the Champions League? What year?
'96.
No, it was 2003.
Yeah.
2003, 04 season.
Way off.
They made the Champions League.
Way off.
Yeah, I think they finished, might have been 3rd in the 02-03 season, and got in the following year.
Oh, it's good history on your own club, isn't it? 10 years out.
Yeah, true. Well, unlucky, mate. Question number 4. This one might be a bit tricky. Although you're 0 from 3 anyway. Joseph Parker is fighting who this week?
Some nobody, probably.
You are correct. It's definitely a nobody.
Some nobody. I think he's some African guy or something with some...
I think he's Tongan as well.
Yeah.
Samoan, sorry. Same as Joseph Parker.
I don't know his name.
Faiga Opelu is, I don't know. I probably butchered that, but
Yep.
It is what it is. Well, question number 5, mate. Who scored the Highlanders' 2nd try in their 2017 win over the Rebels last night? And I know you saw it.
I don't know
At least saw the name.
I don't know if yeah, maybe. So I've got a 1 in 15 chance. I'd go Gilbert.
No. I think he might have scored the 1st try. The 2nd try was Ethan.
His 1st try, you said, wasn't it?
No, 2nd. I'm not sure, yeah. It was Ethan de Groot anyway, he scored the 2nd try.
True, that's...
Oh, wow, that puts some pressure on the old headers and volleys, mate.
Not a very good start, is it?
Oh, we'll go outside and see how you go. Righto, mate. I'll fresh off a few goals yesterday, including a couple of headers. Confidence must be high.
Well, it depends if it's the header from the old boys game or the headers from the Balclutha game, really, but...
Yeah, well, that's true. You've shown improvement, though, over the last couple of weeks. So.
Definitely. No, we'll see. I reckon I'll have a good attempt here, for sure.
Righto. Well, just as a reminder, you get 3 attempts at the header and 3 attempts at the volley, and it's your best shot that counts, mate. 25 points for the mini goals, 10 for the shot on target. Good luck.
Sweet. not fucking happy, I tell you.
Oh, well, mate, 20 points out there. You actually got quite close on a couple of those.
Yeah, disappointing now. I should be putting them in, I reckon.
You did have a good point though. It's a wee bit trickier when you're doing for a left footer because it's not coming across your body like it is for a right footer.
Yeah, I think we should just cut it there and just redo it.
Redo it, you reckon?
Disadvantage.
I'll tell you what, if I get you back on, mate, we'll swap the machine round and put it on the other side for you.
Not to worry, not to worry.
So yeah, Dion's still on top on 75, followed by Ian on 65, and then yeah, a few other people floundering around. Monty holding up the rear with a big donut. So.
At least not at the bottom.
Yeah, that's right, mate. That's right. Oh well. Look, I've got you in studio today, so we might as well roll into Burgess Bookies. So, look, mate, what have you got for us today?
Southern League this week, Queen's Park at home to Green Island. Form line, obviously Queen's Park with a 2-2 draw against Wanaka, and Green Island beat Northern Hearts 4-1. So, Queen's Park 270. Draw at 3.30, Green Island $1.80. Donald Gray qualifier, Southend versus Queen's Park at the mighty Bain Park.
Yep.
Form line, obviously, Queen's Park had a 10-2 win over Balclutha, and Southend had a wee win against Waipai. So,
interesting.
But Queen's Park $1.05, draw $8, Southend 20. And please gamble responsibly.
$20. I reckon there'll be a few people ringing you up to have a go on that, mate. Especially if it's another day like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
it's always a battle at Bain Park there.
I'll have my wee black book in the car park, so just come up and see me, and we'll go from there. You know, like.
Backs himself. That's what I like to see. No, good stuff, mate.
And it's it's just a bit of fun. It's just my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, man. Exactly. You do your research though. I know you love to look at the odds.
I can't put Queen's Park favourites if they're not winning games. You know, like just
that's
simple,
right.
Simple as that. Right. So.
No, fair enough, mate. Righto, we'll crack into the draw for this week. So the SPL team, as we mentioned, are at home against Green Island. That game at the moment is scheduled for 2 p.m. as opposed to 2:45, the usual times. I'm not sure why that is, but that's what it says. And I'm assuming that'll be at the turf.
It'd be interesting to see who the referee is, because...
Well, there's been a lot of cards handed out when we're at home for sure, so yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens there. The Don Gray team, as we just mentioned, away to Southend at 1 o'clock currently, that's scheduled at. And yeah, look, we know Bain Park, me and you have both played there before, and muddy, horrible conditions. Similar
to Balclutha really, isn't it? So,
yeah. Should have the quality to knock them over, but you just never know. You never know with Bain Park.
Football's a funny old game.
It sure is. The women, they've got their biggest game of the season by a mile so far, with a home game against Old Boys at 12:30. Obviously the two top teams in the comp, the two teams really that only have any chance of winning it. So will be interesting to see how that plays out. Obviously the points at this stage, it doesn't actually matter.
Season hasn't started yet.
Yeah, but it's a good look to sort of see who's shaping up where, I guess, between those two teams.
Yeah, I might get some odds going on them when actually the season starts.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yep, that sounds good. Editors Cup, Division 2, they're at home versus Old Boys Black, another top-of-the-table clash in Div 2. I heard Corey Johnson might be getting the boots out for that one, get a wee run in. Although, he's probably in trouble if it's because that is scheduled at 2:45, the boys will be playing. Level 1 Division 2 are at home to Gore, also at 2:45. That'll be on Surrey Park 4, not Surrey Park 2. So good luck to all the teams. Make sure you get down and support. I know the SPL boys definitely, it's a big game and it's a good look for the following week against the Chatham Cup 2 against Green Island. So yeah, get down there if you can. And we also have the big talent show this weekend.
Yep.
The Queen's Park's Got Talent fundraiser for Bradley Leslie and his cancer treatment. Yeah, look, just head to the Facebook page to get details for tickets or entry. I think you can still sneak some late entries in. It's sure to be an interesting night. Some of the sort of ideas we've had floating around on the group chat.
Yeah, it should be a good night. See everyone gets along.
It'll be interesting to check that one out. Yeah, look, that's us for another week. Cheers for coming in, mate.
No
Appreciate
worries.
it.
No worries.
Yeah, well played for the game yesterday. Deserve man of the match. And
We mud shake-a-thon.
yeah, that's right. We mud shake drink off in the Balclutha club rooms to start the night. Good on you, mate. Oh well, that's us for another week. Catch you later. Remember, Queen's Park for life. See you next week.